This is Devon, home to some of the most stunning coastlines the UK has to offer, providing breathtaking locations and unforgettable scenery up and down the coastline. Numerous close-knit local communities have built up along our shores, living off the sea and the land and enjoying a peaceful way of life. There is one city, however, which is the heart of Devon and is a little bit more fast-paced. Welcome to Plymouth. Home of over 250,000 people, Plymouth is the 27th most populated city in England and Wales. Plymouth University is the 9th largest in the UK, catering for over 30,000 students. With its coastal location, it attracts many students to study one of its numerous marine-based subjects. The city is packed full of iconic landmarks. However, there is one landmark that is often overlooked. Drake's Island. Drake's Island is located in Plymouth Sound and covers an area of 26,000 metres squared. Drake's Island 2020 is a plan to restore and develop the island to coincide with the 400-year anniversary of the Pilgrim Fathers setting sail to North America. The company undertaking this project is Sound Engineering. Sound Engineering endeavours to provide sustainable, innovative and accurate design solutions to a highly professional standard. In the company we have Anthony Shapland, the project manager, Simon Perks, the secretary and technical officer, Stephanie Munn, environment and marine leader, Chris White, the creative advisor, Thomas Harcombe, the mechanical coordinator, and James Beer, the civil work coordinator. We are Sound Engineering. The island is named after the historic Sir Francis Drake. In the 1500s, the island was fortified to protect Plymouth from coastal attacks. During the Second World War, these buildings were reinforced, helping to defend Plymouth from the bombing. However, despite the victory, much of Plymouth was destroyed, and many of the military fortifications were left behind on Drake's Island. Today, the island is still in the same condition as it has been for the past 60 years. However, much of the island has fallen into disrepair and is in much need of rejuvenation. The numerous old military buildings are now Grade 2 listed, and the old jetty still protrudes on the north side of the island. The island is currently off limits to the public. The key selling points for redeveloping the island include the opportunity to use its unique location in the Plymouth Sound. By restoring and allowing access to the local history and creating an innovative renewable energy centre, we will increase the tourism to the area. The owner of the island, Dan Macaulay, is our client. The MOD also has a vested interest due to the proximity of the island to the largest naval base in Western Europe. Other key stakeholders include Plymouth City Council Planning Department, the English Heritage, Natural England, the Environment Agency and Plymouth University. Drake's Island 2020 will develop a sustainable eco-hotel on the island powered by a renewable energy hub. The War Museum, located within the famous casements, will bring the island and the history back to Plymouth residents. Situated on the south side of Drake's Island, built on reclaimed land and merged with the cliff face, the hotel's location will be unique. The hotel will be built entirely from sustainable materials and be designed to use the natural light available. Built to BREEAM excellent standards, the hotel will be carbon neutral and powered entirely by the Drake's Island Energy Hub. The hotel will consist of 50 rooms, all with a modern luxurious design. The on-site restaurant will provide top quality organic foods for guests and the general public, whilst the lounge and bar will provide guests with a comfortable place to relax and socialise. Each room will have stunning views of Plymouth Sound and Mount Edgecombe Country Park, making it the place to stay in. A key part of the Drakes Island redevelopment is the energy hub. Generating clean, renewable energy will ensure that the island complex is completely carbon neutral. The primary sources of energy production will be wind and solar, with algae pods used as biofuels when these fall short of the overall power requirements. With Drakes Island being off-grid, it is vital that the energy supply is constant. The island is home to a number of protected species, including little egrets and bats. Mitigation measures will be taken to limit the damage to these habitats. The old barracks and island house are an iconic part of Drakes Island. Therefore, it will be important to restore them back to their original condition. The barracks will accommodate a top-end restaurant boasting uninterrupted views of the Plymouth coastline and the Tamar estuary. It will also host conference facilities for up to 200 people, to be used for events on the island, as well as providing a quality facility for Plymouth. The Island House will be home to the Drakes Island Energy Hub. Additional hotel facilities will be incorporated within the other listed buildings. The island casements are of huge historical importance to the island and Plymouth. An extension will be added to the casements to create a large exhibition space. This new facility will provide an excellent resource for educating visitors about the Plymouth history, whilst also restoring some of the iconic milestones created by Sir Francis Drake. Currently, the condition of the jetty and boathouse is unsuitable for use. Therefore, a complete reconstruction is necessary. The proposed new jetty will incorporate a floating pontoon to allow access to the island at all states of the tide. And the new boathouse will have minimal visual impact on the island, holding a boat for emergency access off the island. Drakes Island 2020 will be completed and operational by January 2020 to comply with the anniversary of the Mayflower. The construction of the hotel will be the first project to start due to the complexity of its design and location. All other developments will be completed relative to the progress of the hotel. Access to the island is of huge importance before construction can begin. The island must have safe and affordable access. Due to the island's location, access can only be provided by water and air. Air access will be restricted to emergencies. The jetty will provide the landing stage for any incoming pedestrian and supply ferries. The existing jetty is located in an optimum position to provide access at all levels of the tide. The ferry terminal on the mainland will be located at the Barbican. This location is easily accessible as Plymouth's transport infrastructure is already well established, with frequent train services to the rest of the country and a major road network. If commercially viable, Plymouth City Airport could be reopened. Drakes Island 2020 aims to bring together many of the tourist attractions on the Plymouth waterfront. These include the Barbican, the Hoe, Mountbatten, the National Aquarium, Royal William Yard and Mount Edgecombe. Using existing passenger ferries, a link-up between these locations and the island is proposed. Previous planning applications have estimated that the development of the island would cost £10 million. Our additional plans, which aim to appease these stakeholders, will increase this cost further. Sound engineering would seek further funding from areas such as the EU Regional Development Fund, UK government grants, and the Heart of the Southwest and renewable energy grants supported by Plymouth University. Outline construction costs for the infrastructure on the island estimates that Drakes Island 2020 will cost £28 million. This cost includes a large risk pot of 25% interest and site preliminaries. Sound engineering proposes professional services, including project management, engineering and administration services, amounting to a total cost of £103,000. In summary, sound engineering envisions that Drake's Island 2020 will bring a welcome asset to the Plymouth waterfront, reinstating the jewel in Plymouth Sound to its rightful state. We believe our design will fulfil this aim. Drake's Island 2020, energising Plymouth.